I think a lot of people were happy to see you in the role that you were in this past weekend. What was it like getting yourself ready to play a little bit of fullback?
Yeah, it was, obviously something different being lined up in the backfield. But, that position's a lot of fun. You get to be aggressive and come downhill and, obviously a little bit different than the inline center position. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun being out there.
In my mind, I imagined it as the coaches saying to you, because you're suited up, you're dressed on game day, but you don't get an opportunity to play as much as you like. I imagine the coaches coming to you and being like, "Hey, Doug, would you like to hit somebody?" And you being like, "Yeah, yes, I very much would like to hit somebody."
Yeah, obviously, any way I can help, the team get the ball in the end zone, help the team win a game, it's something that I'm going to jump at every time. So when they told me I was going to be in that role this week, I just thought about executing to the best of my ability and helping the team scoring, get a first down there at the end.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this, Doug. When did they come to you? How long have you known that this was a possibility, sir?
It was just, our short yardage goal line install meetings earlier in the week. And, yeah, so a couple days just to get ready to roll and, go out there and let it rip.
All right, and did you tell anybody in your private life that this was a possibility? Did you tell any family or friends that this was a chance?
No, I kept it just to myself. I wanted my dad and mom in the stands to be a little surprised when they saw me run out there.
Oh, that is amazing. You didn't even tell mom and dad, and they came to the game. You didn't know for sure you were even going to get in necessarily, right?
Yeah, obviously you don't know if the play is going to get called, but, if you get into those situations, on the 1 yard line, you're always ready to roll.
Did you know where they were sitting? So as you're running out, did you think about them at all and like take a quick glance or anything?
No, not during the game.
Okay. And then one other, actually we have 30 more questions on this. If it's all right. That was a very exciting moment, Doug. We really enjoyed that as Bears viewers and Bears fans. Have you ever lined up at fullback before? At Hinsdale, at Illinois, in a backyard somewhere, ever?
I'm sure I've done it a million times in a backyard. But no, not at Illinois. And a little bit my freshman year of high school at Central, but other than that, it's been all center for me. So that was a little bit new.
Doug, how many times did people on the sidelines remind you to make sure that you report to the referee?
Yeah, we got basically every coach said it as I was running out there, and obviously we got, the offensive line. All of us are pretty close, so they were reminding me as I was running over there. But I definitely was not going to forget that one. That's like coaching point number one on that play.
So when you see the plays that you're in on have success, what does that feel like for you to be able, look, you're contributing through practice and helping guys get better, but when you see like, look, this is the play that worked and we needed this, what does that feel like to know that you were a part of making it succeed?
Yeah, obviously, it's a great feeling. I said this in a previous interview, but, touchdowns in the NFL are not an easy thing to go and do, especially when you have, long drives or, you have the defense set you up in a really good position like we did on that one touchdown drive. But, yeah, obviously there's a lot that goes into it. And, to make my mark and being able to come in and contribute is, it means a lot to me. And, I just appreciate the coaches having the trust in me to throw me out there and, stick the ball in the end zone.
So you grew up as a Bears fan, right, Doug?
Olin Kreutz was this guy.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
so like when you're lying on the grass in the end zone at Soldier Field, having led the way for a touchdown, how satisfying was that in terms of athletic moments that you've had in your life, Doug?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. I kind of lost it on the celebration and just started, running around screaming a bit. But yeah, obviously, it's a huge moment and, it's something that I'll definitely look back on and, and be like, that was pretty cool. So
yeah, you're not the only one who's running around screaming, dude. It's like we have been calling for the I formation. We've been calling for power football, and then to have it be a Hinsdale kid at fullback, it's like it was a multi-level celebration of epic proportions for everybody. So. I mean, have you heard from people in your life, friends and family, like doing, dude, what has your phone been like since that happened?
Yeah, obviously, I'm still in a group chat with a bunch of my buddies from Hinsdale Central who I played with, or who I was friends with. So it was cool to see them all, reacting to it. And then obviously I still have my whole family, extended family living in the Chicagoland area. So basically everyone around me has been a diehard Bears fan their entire life. So yeah, it's been awesome to hear from everyone, and it really just kind of brings you back and makes you reflect on all the people who helped you get to where you are.
All right, 2 questions, and they're connected. Do you want to run the ball, and can you catch?
Good questions.
I don't know if I'll answer either of those. I'll just say you never know what could happen. If the opportunity presents itself, then you just got to do your best to take it. But at this time, I'm definitely worried about blocking people as opposed to scoring. We'll leave that to the skill guys. We've got a lot of good ones on the team. So
how dare you, Doug? You are a skill guy. There's a lot of skill in what you do, sir. But man, that was exciting, Lawrence. He left those possibilities wide open.
As sinners who are very smarter, they often do. They understand how the game is played, and it's good. So what was it like, Doug, this week for you guys after having a couple of really rough losses to get back on the winning side of things?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great team win. And that was talked about in the building yesterday. Torrey punted unbelievable. Swift made a huge impact in the run and pass game, offensive line. We started moving the ball as an offense, and obviously the defense played lights out. I think it just really shows where this team can go, and, that we're still building and getting better every single week.
Hey, Doug, we're going to send you a picture later, or you could watch this segment on Twitch or YouTube, because the Score broadcast there now. We've taken the liberty of bringing our mini fridge from our office down the hall into the studio. We've got it sitting in a chair.
A mini fridge.
Yeah, we brought it in here just because we wanted to be in the proper formation. Would you say we're in the I or in the power I right now, Lawrence? I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I think we're in the power I if you've got a mini fridge up there. Are you okay with that being the nickname?
Good question.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can call me whatever you want. I don't really care.
Are you, a texter has a good question. Are you on defrost right now? After your life as an active mini fridge?
I don't even know how to answer that one.
That's a good point by you. It's a terrible question,
Doug. Don't hang up on us. So listen.
Hey, wait a minute.
I'll throw some football questions your way, Doug.
Oh, wait a minute. I have other stuff.
Put it away.
Okay.
So look, we have spent a lot of time talking about this offense and Caleb Williams, and you guys, when we talk to people about what Caleb Williams does at practice, there's all sorts of stories. What's been your perspective? Someone that calls out defenses, defensive fronts, and blocking assignments, watching a guy like Caleb Williams work.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like the biggest thing that jumps out with Caleb is that he just improves every single day. There's not a single day in practice where he's making similar mistakes. Like, he's always improving. And I'll just say, like, he communicates with the offensive line a ton. So I think there's a really good, relationship between Caleb and the offensive line and, the rest of the offense. So, I mean, his work ethic is crazy. Obviously, he's super talented, but, he's a really good dude too. And he really just puts his head down and works. So it's been awesome being around him and being able to see him, this entire year.
Yeah, Olin Kreutz, our friend and colleague here at The Score, always talks about center and quarterback as like the knowledge acquisition positions, you know? Like you guys, so you and Caleb both, you guys talk sometimes about reading those blitzes, reading defenses, and how that communication is supposed to go?
Yeah, obviously, the quarterback position, they're always going to see it a little bit differently, just in terms of how much they have to think about in the run and the pass game. But, really marrying, the two, really marrying like how both of us think and making sure that's similar. I think that's really important. So yeah, we'll have, with Coleman too, we'll have meetings and, really just make sure we're seeing third down pressures the same and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, just the conversations between Caleb and us have been great.
I mentioned it at the beginning of the interview, and we're talking with Doug Kramer of the Bears. Are you and Karan going to go to a Bulls game to watch Modest play and put all of the Hinsdale Central people together?
It's a great idea. It's not something that we've talked about yet, but obviously it's super cool to see him, have success. Both him and Karan were both a little bit younger than me. But yeah, it's obviously, really cool seeing, three dudes from Hinsdale Central make it to, big time Chicago sports teams. So yeah, hopefully, me and Karan can get out there and watch a game.
It's pretty awesome. You and Karan, and we had Cole Kmet on the show yesterday. That's a local guy. TJ Edwards is a local guy. We Jack Sanborn. Like there's a lot of you. We threw this at Cole Kmet yesterday. Do you have a nickname? How about the outfit? The outfit, or the syndicate, or something like that. Shy guys. Yeah, we got options. What do you like?
Yeah, listen, I'll let you guys, I'll defer to you guys on that one.
That's probably wise. It's incredibly likely, Doug, that you as a young man spent some time listening to this radio station after a bad Bears loss or a great Bears win. Now, do you try to avoid it now, or is it does it feel routine to turn the radio on after a game that you have played in or been on the active roster for?
Yeah, I definitely listened to you guys growing up, or I listened to 670 The Score growing up for sure. And even obviously driving around in the car with my dad or whatever, we'd always have it on. But yeah, I try to steer clear of it. Now I try to stay off, social media as much as I can during the season, just to, try to eliminate some of those distractions and just lock in on, taking it day by day. But I've definitely listened before.
Well, we thank you for that, and congratulations on what happened on Sunday. It was really cool. Thanks for being so cool and putting up with our nonsense as well. Good luck and good health the rest of the way.